I just discovered a weird YouTube channel that makes $120,000 a month. And as it turns out, weirdness can be a great way to make money on YouTube. And the more I started diving into how this YouTube channel was making so much money, I started researching other YouTube channels that were also making a ton of money, at least $10,000 a month, but some of them are making over $100,000 a month. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. And I'm going to share how these YouTube channels get views, make money, and how your weird YouTube idea could make you a treasure trove of money yourself. And make sure to stick around for number 5 because that is the weirdest one of all. All right, so the first one on the list is a weird animated channel where the host is a cat. And this channel is making $120,000 to $334,000 a month. And basically what this channel does is the host is a cat. It's designed for kids, but it covers horror games. So basically it's kind of like a humorous way of covering horror games, and it's designed for kids to watch. Here, I'll just play a clip as an example.
Hey everyone, it's your friend Big Noodles, and you guys have probably heard of a game called Granny. I've played it a few times myself, and hey, Grandpa, get back in there. Not yet, dude, you're a little early.
So this channel has gotten over 5 billion views. They've got 12 million subscribers, and even in just the last month, they've gotten 51 million views. Now, I know what you're thinking. Shane, this channel's got 12 million subscribers. This is not relatable. Well, there's tons of kind of like miniature channels that have just been started recently that make very similar content. For instance, this channel right here, Devown, basically they're making kind of like Roblox meme related content. Again, there's just a virtual kind of like animated host to the channel. And if you look at this video, for instance, they made $5,000 from it, right? So this is like the Roblox piggy, right? So there are tons of examples of other channels that are relatively similar to this one that are much newer, and they're making a ton of money as well. Now, you might be thinking, Shane, I don't wanna do gaming content or faceless content with a AI avatar. I actually want to show my face. Well, I have a bunch of examples of that as well. We're going to be getting to that here in a moment. All right, so the next channel is one of my clients, and that is College Hacked. And this is Dr. Clifford Stumey. And he basically made this channel to help people to hack college and graduate earlier. In fact, you can graduate in less than a year if you use some of his methods, which is pretty cool. And this is a legit college degree. I mean, he got his own doctorate using these same methods. So it's just kind of weirdly specific, right? It's like a niche inside of a niche inside of a niche inside of a niche. So just as an example, this video right here, he graduated in 7 months for under $5,000. Here's how he did it. This girl here graduated in 4 months for $700. So pretty epic stuff, and also just weirdly specific. And this just goes to show there's a lot of just weird random niches out there that you can make a ton of money from. And, he's obviously someone who, it's a little harder to tell how much money he's making, right? So if you look at his view stats profile, it'll say that he's only making like 177 to 491. But the problem with that is that's just AdSense money, and there's like 100 other ways to monetize YouTube. I can tell you that he's definitely making multiple 6 figures a year from this channel. He's likely making over $30,000 a month from this channel. And that just goes to show, right? 30,000 subscribers making $30,000 a month. Absolutely crushing it. Quick break. If you're struggling to grow your YouTube channel, you're spending a lot of time making videos and it feels like your hard work isn't going anywhere, I actually have a free live workshop this Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via Zoom. You can check this out down in the description and the pinned comment below. And during this live workshop, I myself will be going over how you can grow your YouTube channel while spending less time working on your videos. You'll get to meet me and you get to ask me questions directly, and it's completely free. And this is the only time we'll be going over these YouTube secrets, just during this live training. So you won't be able to get this anywhere else, and it's a one-time event. And for this one time only, I will be giving away my viral idea generator GPT for free at the workshop. Now, this is trained on thousands of hours of my own video, me working with clients, my course, my philosophy, and I actually charge my corporate clients thousands of dollars for this software. And honestly, I can't believe I'm giving this away for free because my most popular video that got 5 million views is actually an AI generated idea. So if that sounds interesting to you, sign up for the live workshop down in the description and the pinned comment below, and you'll learn exactly how to do this. Look forward to seeing you there. All right, next channel is a absolutely legendary channel on YouTube. and that is Lock Picking Lawyer. So this is a channel where they just pick locks on camera. Like, I don't think he's ever actually done a face reveal, so nobody knows who he actually is. And he's been uploading videos for a long time, and he just picks locks, and he just, sometimes he'll pick locks with random objects like pins or syringes and stuff like that. So if you look at his view stats profile, it says that he's making $7,000 to $19,000 a month. Now, he doesn't upload all that much. I'm sure he was making significantly more than that back in the day when he was uploading more, because he's probably monetizing in a much better way now. So if you look at his videos, for instance, like we'll just look at this latest video here, a master lock you've never seen. If you look in the description, it'll say covertinstruments.com. And if you click there, it will take you to a website where you can buy a bunch of lock picking devices, which is pretty interesting. And I'm sure he is making a ton of money from this website. I mean, he's driving a massive amount of views from his YouTube channel to this website. So the $7,000 to $19,000 is just from AdSense alone. I'm sure he's making multiple of that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he's making 6 figures a month from this very weird channel where he just picks locks all the time. Now, some of Lock Picking Lawyer's sort of like most popular videos, and also some of his most controversial videos, is where he kind of gets in feuds with different lock companies. So just as an example, in this video right here, he shows how to break a master lock. And I'm sure the company Master Lock doesn't appreciate that. In this one right here, a locksmith says that his videos are BS and he would not be able to pick this lock that he sent him. And so he literally opened the letter, right? He opened the package on camera and then picked the lock in 3 minutes and 51 seconds. So 3 minute and 51 second video. It's pretty epic, actually. It's like a really cool video. But yeah, he makes a lot of really cool videos like this. It's super random, super niche, just picking random locks. And he's making a ton of money doing it. So this would be an example of, I guess it's like a little bit educational, but I also think it's a kind of mostly entertainment. Whereas the last example before that was more educational, and then the one before that was just pure entertainment. So you can see there's people making money all over the spectrum here. But you might be thinking, Shane, all of these channels are kind of like mostly mass market, and they're designed for just, normal people, right? What about for businesses? What about business channels that are making money? Like channels that are designed to, B2B channels, designed to get, money from other businesses. Well, I found this channel called Do It Yourself Solar Help Desk, and he has actually publicly said that he makes over $500,000 a year, and he gets most of his leads from YouTube. And basically, he helps businesses set up their own solar, right? So set up their own solar panels, and he's a consultant for them, and he makes over $500,000 a year doing that. So yeah, this is again, kind of random, kind of weird, super niche, doesn't get that many views at all, only has about, he has literally less than 1,000 subscribers and only 50 videos. And he said that he gets most of his leads from YouTube, and he makes over $500,000 a year from his business. So there you go. That's another random example. So whether you are like the nichest of the niche B2B YouTubers, this is an example of someone like that. Or if you're super mass market, talking head cat with horror gameplay, there are a ton of opportunities out there on YouTube. All right, so the next one is, I think, the weirdest one on this entire list. I just literally can't even help but smile while I'm making this video because of how weird these are. It's Dr. Pimple Popper. Now, you've probably heard of her before. She's like been in the news and everything like that, but she literally just makes videos, for the most part, popping pimples. And how much does she make from that? Well, let's check her view stats. She's got 6 billion views. 6 billion views, 8 million subscribers, and she makes $41,000 to $115,000 a month from her pimple popping videos. And again, that's just from AdSense. She's a doctor, so it's probably made her famous. So she gets lots of like patients that want to work with her. So she probably has a lot of other benefits and a lot of other monetization streams outside of just AdSense money. And yeah, I mean, I'm not going to show too much of her video because like it might be a little too graphic for some people, but yeah, she basically just pops pimples. Like that's her big thing is popping pimples. Once in a while, she'll do some other stuff, like she'll get some cysts out and stuff like that. But yeah, she pops pimples on videos, and people love it. Now, again, this might be a little bit unrelatable because she has been posting for a long time. She's got 8 million subscribers, but there's a lot of channels out there that do like corn removal videos, for instance, where they just remove corns and people love to watch it, and like all kinds of related stuff that's like mildly gross and just fascinating and incredibly weird. And she's making a ton of money doing it. All right, so the next one is for all of my Star Wars nerds out there. And behind me, I have like the red and the blue, and they kind of look like basically lightsabers. The light, you can't see them on camera, but the lights that make these basically look like little lightsabers. And I myself am a big Star Wars fan. And there are entire channels dedicated to Star Wars lore, like the Stupendous Wave. So how much does this channel make per month? It says about 4.9 to 15K per month, and it says that he's having a down month. Now, just so you're aware, usually view stats definitely under reports how much they're making, right? So just as an example, there was one channel I was working with where it said that he was making maybe like $2,000 a month, when in reality he was making like $30,000 a month. So view stats is not always right. It's usually under, it's guessing how much they're making, but it's under guessing by quite a bit. So he's definitely making at least 10K per month from this channel. And basically he just covers random Star Wars related facts, right? So why Nihilus and Scion obeyed a weaker Sith as their master. It's like 99.9% of people probably have no idea who they're even talking about there. Let's go to the more popular videos. Why Palpatine purposely made Darth Vader weaker. Star Wars explained. Okay, so like super niche videos there. And you can see he's made some stuff on other stuff, like Jurassic World, for instance, too. He's made some stuff on that. But yeah, mostly about Star Wars, right? Every single lightsaber color meaning explained. So yeah, this guy's making a full-time income just making videos about Star Wars. Sounds pretty fun. All right, so the next one is a weird one where it's just videos about text conversations. Now, I think some of these text conversations are actually real conversations that happen, and some of them are kind of just made up, but it's dramatic effect either way. And basically it just tells a story in the form of text conversations, which is quite interesting. And this channel is doing extremely well. So he's making $14,000 to $40,000 per month. And I think this channel was made about a year ago or so. Yeah, 1 year ago is the oldest video. So yeah, these text conversations, I've seen a lot of channels kind of doing this or like covering random text conversations. You got to wonder if the text conversations are actually real or whether they're made up. Sometimes they don't specify, sometimes they do. But yeah. Pretty easy videos to make, faceless content, just going over interesting text conversations and telling a story along the way and making $14,000 to $40,000 a month doing it. All right, next channel is Mr. Hyong Update. And there's actually a lot of channels that are kind of similar to this, but basically he makes videos showing himself creating all these different random huts or random structures or random pools, etc. right? So spent 278 days to build a dream water park. This is a video, right? 100 days building a modern underground hut with a grass roof. Pretty cool stuff. And if you look at his view stats profile, you are going to be absolutely shocked. $61,000 to $169,000 a month. Now, there are, like I said, a lot of other channels out there that do similar stuff. Some of them are like catching snakes or setting traps or just like building random stuff in random places, building tents from random material like from leaves and all kinds of stuff like that. And so yeah, this channel is absolutely crushing it. And there's a lot of other like random little channels out there that are doing very similar stuff. Next, we've got a channel called Scammer Payback. And on this channel, they basically scam the scammers. Okay, so there's like a lot of scammers that will try to target older people, usually from the United States. States and tell them, there's so many different scams trying to get them to send money to them and, steal money from them essentially, right? And what this guy does is he figures out how to scam the scammers, and then he records it on video and posts it for our viewing pleasure. So just as an example here, this video right here, scammer begs for his deleted files as I drink his tears. That's funny. Anyways, how much are they making per month? Well, according to View Stats, they are making $32,000 to $89,000 a month. I would actually estimate it's probably significantly higher than that because they probably have some stuff that they're selling because it's somewhat educational. Let's also look at maybe his most viewed videos and let's see how much that video is making. So his most viewed video, the one we just talked about, $121,000 from one video. Absolutely insane. And this guy actually uploads relatively often. So it's not like that's a one-off type of thing, like once in a lifetime. He's probably got a lot of videos where he's making pretty close to that amount. And again, that's just from AdSense. There's a lot of other ways to monetize, which is what I teach people how to do. All right, and then the last one is also going to be one of my students, and he does something that is weirdly specific in that he helps international students pass certain IB related tests so that they can get into elite schools in the United States, and not just pass the test, but actually do extremely well in those tests. So this is Joaquin Ravello, and he actually stopped posting on his channel for a while because he had so many leads that he literally had to work all of his leads, and he was overwhelmed. So he actually ended up stopping posting on his channel. But he is, when I first started working with him, he was 19 years old going to Wharton School of Business, UPenn, and we helped him launch his business, and he got to $80,000 a month as a 19-year-old. Absolutely insane. And it's all with this little channel, 11,000 subscribers, and he basically just makes videos on IB, which is International Baccalaureate. It's this random test that probably 99% of people never take, but the 1% of people that are interested in it, and the probably 10% of those people who are interested in getting into Ivy League, this channel is an absolute goldmine. So he doesn't get that many views either, right? Like 2,000, 7,000, 4,000, and he's absolutely crushing it. And this is actually what I recommend for most people because, for instance, Dr. Pimple Popper, very difficult to get that many views. Some of the other ones I showed, like the animated channels, very difficult to get that many views. But just about anyone can get a few thousand views per video, right? It's not that hard. And if you choose the right niche, you can monetize outside of the views. And that's kind of what I recommend, although there are many different ways to make money on YouTube. Now, these weird niches aren't flukes. In fact, there are hundreds, thousands of these weird niches out there. And YouTube is basically like a gold mine that is just waiting to be mined. There's just not enough people making content to satisfy the needs of the audience, right? And it can be really hard to find your niche. I know people that have gotten stuck picking their niche for 3 to 5 years before they finally take action. They feel like they're in analysis paralysis. And if you really want to speed things up, book a strategy call with us. On the strategy call, we'll figure out where you are right now, where you need to be. We'll make a plan to get there, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together or not, because I do have a coaching program and I work with a limited amount of people. So you can apply for that strategy call and apply to work with me down in the description and the pinned comment below as well. And you can check out this video right here of me interviewing my client, Sean, and how we helped him get to $500,000 a month by clicking right here.